Hello everyone, Errol here again. Welcome back to part 2 of my review of Attitude is Everything, a book by Keith Harrell. Today I'll be sharing my biggest lesson from chapters 4, 5, and 6. Now let's go to chapter 4. Change your bad attitude for good. In this chapter, Keith Harrell shares how he was bullied in kindergarten because he was unusually tall and couldn't talk well. He kept on doubting himself and telling himself things like, I'm too tall, I shouldn't be here, I can't speak well. But later he realized that the most dangerous and important voice isn't other people's, it's your own voice. And then when he started changing that voice, things became better for him. This chapter taught me that changing how we speak to ourselves can completely change our direction in life. Next, chapter 5. Turn attitude into action. This chapter explains that a positive attitude is not enough. It must lead to action. Keith Harrell shares how he was discouraged in his first 7 years of IBM. He became discouraged because he felt that he would never be promoted. And instead of focusing on solutions, he focused only on problems. Eventually, he shifted his mindset and took action to improve himself after his performance. Things began to change for the better. And this scenario reminded me that attitude shapes your action, and action shapes your results. Chapter 6. Warning: Attitude hazards ahead. Harold introduces the idea of TTO, meaning take the trash out. Trash refers to negative thoughts or painful experiences that can weigh us down. We all go through challenges, but we shouldn't allow them to define our future. He also explains the difference between reacting and responding. A reaction is when you act emotionally and immediately without thinking. For example, if you hear news about possible job loss, you will panic, assume the worst, and feel overwhelmed. That is reaction. But a response is different. A response is when you pause, think, and take constructive action. So instead of panicking, you might update your CV, start looking for job opportunities, or reach out to recruiters or headhunters. That is you taking control of the situation rather than letting the situation control you. These chapters reminded me that attitude is truly everything. The way we think, speak, and act every day shapes our future. Thank you so much for watching Book Reviews with Errol. Follow for part 3, where I'll review the final chapters and share even more powerful lessons. Thank you and bye.